Happy Monday, everybody. I know that some of you are in bed, and I know that some of you are, you know, um, at home watching some movies or watching TV after a long day. Hope all of you had an amazingly productive day. And salute to everybody. Um, Around here, I keep it 100. I think everybody knows that. Excuse me, let me turn off my flashlight off my camera. I keep it 100 around here. And I think what I want to address tonight is just like we have a serious problem with people that act like that literally look like freaking goblins telling us whether or not we can talk freely. That, when it comes down to everything that's all said and done, that we say to people that they don't their opinions don't matter. How is anything going to change if we don't start it with ourselves? It's no mistake that we have. It's not a foreign thing that we know that we have people that are grossly underqualified to be in power right now. We have people that are in positions of leadership that literally I don't even know how the fuck they got there. It's like, dude, what did you do? Poop and then you just got a position of power through like nepotism? Like it's insane to me. When in reality, people like myself are the ones that should be in charge because we are the ones that actually change the system, that change people for the better. There is a very important ring on my finger that's on my ring finger on my right hand that says, well, it's very faded, but it says faith and it has a cross on it. Blessed by a priest as a reminder for myself every single day that no matter who comes across me, no matter who needs to hear the message, no matter if it gets tough, when it gets tough, the hard times, the good times, the bad, the ugly, the great, the amazing, the evil times that come across, not just me, but all of us, that we're all stronger and better together than divided. And that's their fucking goal. Their goal is to allow us to be divided because it's easier to keep us fucking bound in chains up here, not physically, but up here, than actually give people and wake up and realize, be like, hold up. You have a thing about your opinion that I agree with, but there's parts of it that I don't agree with. Then you have an opinion over here that says, I have an opinion. I don't like what you just said, but I agree with parts of what you said. Doesn't that seem like a little better of a society versus like you sitting there and being like, oh, well, you know what? I'm just going to come out like that and just go fucking hate on this person because of the fact that I'm just an asshole. Why do people like him, that's probably a fucking goblin, deserve a position of power? Like, it's befuddling to me. And it's like, dude, you need to be so secure within yourself to know that you're doing the right thing, man. Never forget the message that you have within all of us. And honestly, there was a time in my life that I felt like I'm 26 years old. I'm like, what the fuck else? What am I going to teach people? Right? Because the fact that we teach society that we teach, especially young kids, that, oh, you have to wait your turn. Fuck you, wait my turn. Just because you waited your turn doesn't mean I have to. I was so briefly and amazingly reminded of my mentor telling me, like, you played mind game, like me, Sarah Chan, played mind games with myself, being like, no, I have to wait my turn. Because that's what everybody else did. Me? I'm not waiting my fucking turn anymore. Fuck all y'all. I really want everybody to think about this. What is the legacy in which you want to leave? Think about it. It's late at night on a Monday night, and whoever's watching this, whoever needs to hear this message, what's your legacy, guys? Because mine is, I hope I change hearts forever. I hope that someone believes in their God given talent and doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks about them anymore because of the fact that they chose to see the goodness within themselves. That when somebody looks like a fucking ogre tells you that you can't do that, you can't say that, you can't write that, that I am an example that you should mirror. That you have more inside you than you think. It just takes time for you to realize that. And it took me so much time of my own that I realized that as well. That even on a Monday night, I am inspired by the greatness in which I see around me. That we desperately, desperately need young leaders to get up every single day and say, this fucking system is completely broken. And I refuse to be a part of the complacency and damage that everyone else fell for. If I'm not going to sit here and tolerate it, I might as well fucking change it. So I implore each and every one of you to start thinking like this today, ladies and gentlemen. What do you care about? What do you care about? Do you care? And also, like, I could have probably, yes, not had a beer and done a live stream, which is my first one, by the way. Be lucky that I'm not 5 drinks deep. I could have probably been in a nice shirt, probably been in a better lighting. But except, I see the magic that I've been able to produce along the way. That in every single one of us, there is a God given talent that we all need to share the world. And for anybody telling you that you shouldn't share that is a fucking goblin. And they should go back in their fucking hole and go hide forever and not come out. And honestly, without someone holding them accountable for their fucked up actions, we're letting them perpetuate more hatred. Listen, I am so open with my story. I am very open that I disowned my own family. I'm very open about, you know, about all the hardship that I've had to endure in my very young life and be able to not only share my story, but also at the same time express it in a way that I have grown from it. That there's nothing about my past and somebody can tell me that I'm not ashamed of. You're going to use my past against me? Who the fuck are you? Because I would never do that to anybody. And the more that we allow people to get away with condemning us when they barely look at themselves in the fucking mirror is crazy to me. You're seriously gonna tell me what I can and can't say? Bitch, do you have any fucking clue what country I live in? This is the United States of America, not fucking North Korea. And by the way, and the Bill of Rights, which some of y'all need to open up a history book, the First Amendment of the United States Constitution protects my freedom of speech and yours. So don't tell me what I can and can't say. You don't pay my fucking bills. Okay? Go back in your fucking hole and go hide. Because you're not gonna like it here. There were so many nights that I stay up and wonder how, and I even ask God, like, how can I inspire somebody? How can I reach people better? How can I deliver the same message but with a different resonance to people, right? And I think what it simply is that it has to come from your heart. It has to come from a place that people are They're inspired by the fact that you're so willing to be vulnerable. That people see the side of you that shit, a lot of other people don't. And I've been a big fan of this from like day fucking one, bro. Like, I always tell people there should be no difference between what I see on LinkedIn to when I meet you in person. And I think that's so true because everybody tries to put on the psyop fucking game, being like, oh yeah, let me write my professional insight when in reality you're just a shit ass individual. And I want nothing to do with you. Now, at least when you go read my shit, that's exactly how I would say it. To the podcast, to the live stream, to the post, to the this, to the that. I'm consistent everywhere. I wrote a post the other day. You can fucking fake a post, but you can't fake a personality. And I think that's why even like live streaming is such a great idea, is because of the fact that even when in the midst of you going through what you're going through, whatever it is that you're going through, which I empathize for you, even in the midst of what feels like a crushing, is God literally trying to say to you, being like, this is what I need you to see. In the midst of when you're going through the absolute worst that life can give you, this is the lesson. And honestly, like, I wish more people just stop talking more. If I was fucking president, I would not give anybody who has a fucking IQ of less than like 100 a fucking opportunity to have a microphone. Because most people at that level fucking hate. Let me tell you something. Kindness is free. Okay? It does not cost you a fucking thing to be kind to somebody. Okay? Not a damn dollar. But it costs more on your soul to act like a fucking goblin to somebody. And also, shit, you actually might be complicit in their fucking suicide. Does that ever ring a bell to you? No? Oh. Yeah, but let's allow people that look like ogres to walk around the planet and be like, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't say that," or you shouldn't be exactly who you are. What? And then you wonder why you're like, "Oh, like this person has mental health issues." You don't think that you didn't add on to that? You don't think that you're not, you're not responsible for that? It's insane to me because it's like, dude, like what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Okay? What's wrong with you? I see so many people in the world try to like tell everybody their own opinion, and reality is that most people don't deserve any type of credence at all. They don't. Why do people get a say in what you do or you don't post in life? Why do people get a say in what you do or don't do in life? Why do people get a say in what kind of house you buy? If you want to make $1 million a year but go buy a tiny house, that's your money. Do you? If you want to go buy 2 acres of farmland and go have cows and chickens and have your own eggs, like, don't forget to share with the rest of us. Shit, I'll buy from you. I love farms. Why are we allowing people to get a say? See, it's up here. You see? It's up here that you're allowing this bullshit to go on. Now, once you allow for the voice up here to stop talking and go look and be like, yikes. And then you're like, I don't like that person in my life. I don't like this person because this person's causing me this. I don't like this person because of this reason. You just start click, 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 cut off. People that don't pay their bills should not get a say anymore. That's the mantra for 2026. Stop giving people an ounce of credence. Okay? Stop. Mm. Because most people want to sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm important. I made an entire episode about this for specifically just for Gen Z in general, actually. I said 95% of people or 90% of people are here in life. There's 5% of people up here where you want to be, and then there's people that are down here that are so fucking special that the 90% of people are fucking jealous of you when you're down here, and they're gonna block your opportunities from getting up here. When in reality, all you have to do is meet one person that changes your entire fucking life up here to be like, I'm gonna pluck you past the 90% and you're gonna join the 5%. Because in reality, most people that fucking have insecurities and are jealous, that talk shit most of the time, they ain't that special. Sorry to break it to you. They ain't special. And the minute you realize that is the minute you start soaring. And the minute you believe that I can truly make a real difference and I can leave the world a better place than what I found it. We tell ourselves that we're going to help the younger generation when everybody else acts like a fucking goblin. I have never met a successful person in my fucking life that doesn't share what they know. Not one. With me. Not one. Because in reality, rich people love sharing what they fucking know to the right person. Are you going to take their advice seriously? And this is specifically for young people. Listen the fuck up. I have never met somebody in my career that said, you suck, when they're at the top. They've always said, there's something different about you that the world needs to understand, and they need to so intimately know about you that you should be on stages, that you should be talking, you should be making your own podcast, you should be writing your own book, which I'm actually in the talks of, by the fucking way. You should be doing all of this because there's magic within you. There is magic within all of us that if we choose to let go of the toxic, negative bullshit that we come up with mentally, trust me, things start happening for you. I had all the very successful people that I know that have been in so many different magazines, Netflix, billion-dollar brands, like all the people that I know that I've met along my journey. Not one of them has said, you're fucking dumb for wanting to do what you wanted to do. Not one. Instead, what they actually told me is, lead well. Don't be like the rest. But you're ready. That's what they told me. And if you can sit here and be vulnerable and share your ideas, you're going to make the biggest impact of all. Because there's a difference between the person that's going to get on a live stream at Monday night versus the person that's going to wait till tomorrow morning. And then, or the person that's going to wait 2 weeks just to conceptualize their talk. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to have my beer and I'm going to talk freely because this is a free country. But I'm hopefully going to inspire somebody that's listening to this tonight. Be yourself is what we need. That's the greatest marketing trend that I keep talking about. We are in the best economy for authenticity right now. I keep calling it. I have told so many people in the past 6 weeks that if you don't start writing your actual opinion without AI, the way you actually would say it out of your mouth, you're going to be fucking left behind, man. You're going to be left behind. People want the real, raw, unfiltered version of you. Not because of the fact that you think you're better, but because of the fact that people want honesty and real. And that's what it really is, guys. People want people that they feel like they can relate to. That's not a bad thing. That's a beautiful thing. Everybody who's been using AI to write their shit is about to be exposed for the fucking goblin that they really are. Learn how to write your own shit. The best advice is, even if it's not perfect, and this is coming from a content writer who knows how to write professionally for other people, just try. Start writing your post the way you would say it. As if you're just having a conversation with me. No different. And trust me, dude, like, people respond to that, even when if it's not perfect. We make, and like I said before, we make up lies that's saying, like, it has to be right. Who the fuck said it had to be right? I'm 26. I didn't have it right. I was fucking broke when I started the company. Still am to a certain degree. Who says that you have to have it right? For all the people that are thinking, like, oh, I have to have it right, and da 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 da, like, bro, if you're already thinking that you have to have it right, you're already behind. I didn't have it figured out. I just went for it. And the legacy that I've left behind to not only my own friends, but people that I know, I've inspired others. That is the legacy that I'm leaving behind. Not because of the fact that I could write copy like a fucking machine on autopilot. That's not the goal anymore. But the goal is to be able to tell people that you are worth it, that people really want the real authentic version of you, and to be yourself, because in a world that will tell you that your opinion does not matter or being too opinionated is a bad thing, that's what we need. No planning, no this, no that. Write what's on your heart. What are you thinking of today? Even if the hook is not great, there's always room for improvement. Okay? That I can advise on. But what, you know what? I'll never say to you, even if you're a client, that post was fucking terrible. And I will actually tell you, the post is not perfect, but this is how we're going to make it better. You and I. We work together, collectively, collaboratively, to make things better, right? And instead of tearing somebody down, look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, why am I doing that? Why am I causing more harm and pain in a world? Is it me who's fucked up? Probably it is, honestly. Probably you should plant your ass in a fucking therapist's office and go talk about your shit. Because what you're actually doing is adding more pain and trauma to a world that has enough of it. Don't you want your kids? It's funny, man. You want your fucking kids to be successful, but you're actually not adding on to. You're not adding on to what's valuable for them. You don't want your kids being told you're fucking nothing, but you're gonna go tell someone else that? Humor me on that one. It makes no fucking sense to someone like me. That in every case, I look around and I see so many people that are causing more harm to the world get to the top when they don't belong. The good ones, and I promise you, and I know this hurts, man. Trust me, I really do. That the good ones always win in the end. Good always beats evil. It just takes longer, unfortunately. And I heard this from a really good friend of mine, and she was like, why would the devil try to block the success of the ones that he's already has captive? He's like, make it easy for them. Let them fucking rise to the top and just fuck off. And when in reality, people like you that are actually doing good shit for the world, it's going to take longer. The devil only tries to fuck with people that he doesn't have yet. I know for me that if I look back today and if I die today, I'm going to say to myself, I did something for the world. I tried to change what I saw wrong with the world, and I tried to be the example that I so desperately needed. And that's what we should all do. Every one of us, we have the power within ourselves to be the change that we want to see in the world. So let's start now. Don't wait for another fucking minute or year or day to start writing your own opinions. But when someone tells you you shouldn't fucking post that, I need you to give them fucking this. I need you to give them this. For what reason are you telling me that? Because you yourself won't do it? Sit and spin, bitch. That's what it is, man. Sit and spin. You need to learn how to tell people off. That, or there's an amazing thing called iPhone, right? My wallpaper on my phone is a Lamborghini, by the way. And you know, the greatest thing about this thing is that they're called screenshots. Okay. I want you to take a screenshot of this individual with the fucking name, not blurred out, okay? With the name and say, this person is this insecure. And I suggest you don't do business because this is the actual conversation that transpired between the both of us. And let me tell you something. If more people were exposed for the goblins that they are, oof, people would be on their best behaviors. You wouldn't have fucking morality in the toilet where it already is right now. That I can promise you. Because everybody would be held to the same exact standard. Life would just be like this, man. Like peaceful. Because if they knew they had the power, and even audio messages too, don't ever think that you can't save an audio message. Okay? If you actually had the power, if you actually held them accountable and exposed them for the frauds that they are, trust me, the world would be a better place. You wouldn't be doing so much fucking shady shit. That I can promise you. And I want public shaming to come back. I want public shaming to come back, honestly. It sounds fucked up, but also at the same time, I don't think it is. Because at the end of the day, if I hold you accountable, other people will start. Don't let somebody be the reason why you don't do something that you love. I didn't think in my early 20s, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just going to become this very, very public figure and get online and embarrass myself. I didn't think any of that. I just said I wanted to hide behind the scenes, maybe have a podcast, and do my own thing, man. That's what I thought. When, frankly, life has a funny way of humbling you. That when you're meant for something more, it will be undeniable for you. Don't doubt your path. Just go with it. That even when it is difficult and brutal and painful, that you remember the magic within all of you. Because I see the magic within all of you. I know that you could be better if you actually wrote your own fucking opinion the way you actually wanted to say it. And the root of the disturbance of your happiness is your own self-limiting beliefs about yourself. Saying to yourself up here, you can't do it. When that's the furthest thing from reality. That you are worth it. And God desperately and deeply, deeply, deeply loves you and wants you to walk in your authority and to bring that to others, to inspire others. Because when there is more power, when we are all connectively connected, versus you going out there and acting like a fucking goblin to somebody. So I hope this is helpful. I hope that I inspired you to take your writing back in your own hands and just be yourself, man. Because the world doesn't need more fucking goblins. The world honestly needs more people like me.